and launch. So it should already just happen. But this is Sherlock, so we don't know. Things are supposed to happen, but then, well, I can hear the audio at least. And I didn't have to mess with anything to get to pick up. We're already doing better than some of the others. Oh my god, I actually skipped it. It was on the Unreal Engine. Fair. Fair, fair. We got the Unreal Engine going. I have some hopes for it because Unreal Engine is very decent. It's all around low and welcome from them. It also looks like they've changed Sherlock's model again. More refined it, but not actually. Well, that's. I think it's got everything already there. Yeah, they've given me how to play. Yeah, that's all still fine. That's all still fine. Everything's already set to high. Preview does seem a bit dark. You know, up the gamma just a little bit. That seems better, yeah. Nap. Oh no. What? Aww. In memory of the Ukrainian Heavenly 100. I've got my Mrs. Hudson at last. Oh, and Mycroft. Oh, God. The fuck was all of that? It's Black Peter. Some evidence about the position of image related to a special tool has been in casebook. This is already starting to remind me of Devil's Daughter. Well, there's the first copyright claim. God, fly to the fucking bumblebees. No, it's not fly to the bumblebees. It's take cover. The Nutcracker, I think, actually.
Holmes, will you stop that?
That's a different voice actor for Watson. Also, I can't fucking hear him. I can hear that very clearly. I just can't hear. You hear the gunshot? Yeah, it's just.
You are utterly mad.
Yeah, I can't hear anything either. Well, we've already got shitty audio balancing, so there you go. Oh, Jesus Christ! Even the sound effects really loud.
It's balanced.
No, it's just that's just really shitty attention to detail. Sherlock, take cover with Sherlock. He's also fired more bullets than are in that gun.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Yeah, that's not the same voice actor for Watson.
For the vases.
Blindfolded.
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Sounds like they've got new voice actors for both roles.
Ah, Lestrade. What is
Oh my
it this
god,
time?
they pronounce his name correctly.
Well, here it is, and it's a
What
good
the
one.
fuck is that
Gentleman by
face?
the name of Peter Carey,
What the
also known
fuck?
as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What
He
happened
looks
here?
like a sack of potatoes got fucked by the Rat
Oh, Mr.
King.
Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week.
What do you ever do
A
to
grateful
you?
client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're
They said,
out
right,
of
they
your
did.
mind.
They did.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
What?
Am I the only sane one here?
Yes,
I
clearly
suppose
Watson.
that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable.
Where did the
now.
blindfold go?
Do please tell us more about Black.
Where did the blindfold go? He was
Peter
blindfolded
Kent,
just now.
Born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this
You
crime
look at
is so
Sherlock,
mysterious,
really nice character
I would
model,
prefer you
really
to
well
join me
done, really good detail. Then you look at
Give me half
Lestrade
an
and
hour
you
to
get...
prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join
You
me
get
there.
what I picture in my
I
head
have
when I
to
hear
go through the yard
Lestrade.
first.
That's what
the
that
merry
is.
men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
Mr.
I should have
Holmes.
Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
That's what I was thinking. Also, this Holmes looks a little bit like Robert Downey Jr.'s Holmes. Face. He's Carrie, also known as Black Peter, born in 1845 and so 50 years old. He achieved great success in whale hunting in Scandinavia. Retired in 1884, eventually moving to Woodman's Lee. Cool. Investigating the murder, inspect the crime scene, select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe. I have to actually change my suit. Tiger belt. I haven't seen many things. Inspector Lestrade pays a visit to Baker Street, where he relates Holmes to the grotesque affair that involves a former captain known as Black Peter. Oh God, why? Can I? Oh, no, I can't. This game has 2 camera options and neither are good.
Which one will you choose? Which one will you choose? Make good decisions.
I have to hold down the walk forward button for 1.5 seconds before Holmes actually starts moving. Why? It's janky with the shoulder cam. It's a bit too free moving. Makeup table. These are locked. What the fuck? It also takes a little while to load each one in, and it doesn't buffer it.
Baby, can you move your camera so that you sit a little bit like on his forehead? Can he wear you like a hat?
No.
Can I wear you like a hat?
No. Why have you got Watson's hat? No, not that hat as well. Go to the wardrobe. We're going to the wardrobe. Morning gown, can't wear. Sailor outfit. Not what I was expecting. Unbuttoned suit. What's wrong with that? What's wrong going out with that? Casual suit. Casual my ass. That barely changes the colour of the suit and changes the waistcoat. Brown suit. That changes everything. Well, I'd say he was ready for some YMCA. Green suit. That makes sense. Grey suit. More bluish, but sure. Light suit, sure. Bandit outfit. Farmer outfit. Holmes' vest, tie, and jacket is normal. Yeah, because, you know, that's the norm back then. But still, the fact that Compared to that, that's his casual suit. That is fancier than any suit I've ever worn in my entire life. Do I just exit? I don't need to confirm anything. No, I don't need to confirm anything. He changes. Sure. I don't like this control system. It's awful. Oh, the camera's too free. The movement's too stiff. Oh, this is bad.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
At least we have Mrs. Hudson, at least. Didn't have that in the previous games. And Watson's moved back in. You never wore tux. Why would I? Why on earth would I wear a tuxedo?
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Yeah, that's definitely a different voice actor for Watson. Oh no, not her again! That's 3 Sherlock games she's been in a fucking row. Senior Problems
My
US thing. It
analysis
is.
table. It is useful for my work.
It looks like a cross between David Tennant and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
What is that camera work?
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Gardener feels a well-kept, capable garden works. Garden works. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, I've got to move faster button.
Mr. Holmes?
Just leave. Doomsday, hello and welcome. You've heard good things about this game. Yeah, but at the same time, I've heard good things about Control and Alan Wake, and they're both shit, so you can never be sure. Don't worry, son. You have fun.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here.
Yes, hello and welcome. You came in here, short talk shit about Control. You liked Control. A lot of people liked Control. I thought it was one of the worst games I've ever played.
He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him.
It was May 2014, considering trying to get the Downey Jr. Yeah,
My condolences, Mrs.
No,
Carey.
why don't... If they're trying to go for the Robert Downey Jr. look, why didn't they also go for the Jude Law look for Watson? What the fuck is this? Sherlock, stop looking at her tits. Cameo. Rosary. Gardening gloves. Birds. And something else. Between this and Alan Wake, because we have likable guy characters and competent stories, hopefully. I mean, Frogwares do know how to make a story. And Sherlock isn't supposed to be likable. Crested tit. Capsule B, she must have been a woman birth. No, not necessarily. Everything will become easier. What are these dialogue choices? Like, that's fine, why that, and what the fuck does that mean?
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he?
I don't see
when
why
you
we
first
have the
met
up
him
close and
on your
personal
return from Plymouth.
face camera.
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Oh, God. That's a statement of an account. How do you know about Plymouth?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey
Let's
as
go
a
trying
young
to understand
sailor
studio
there,
decisions.
and you married
I
him
am in a
soon
dev
afterwards.
studio and I don't understand
That is
these
indeed
decisions.
what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and, oh dear.
Oh dear. Just oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think
No
so.
need for this
I mean,
camera
he didn't
action. There
have many
really
friends.
is not.
He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
So stiffly has been time.
Thank you, madam.
She is now sat down after I've talked to her. She's carried us from the country, somewhere in the ancient pine woods and where the crested titbird can be found. I'm going to stop being funny. His religious number took the same change my boat.
Mr. Holmes?
At least it's pretty.
Yeah. So what Unreal Engine will do for you.
Yeah.
Damn invisible walls.
You talked to that person?
Which person?
The lady sitting on the bench.
I just did.
I'm so sorry.
Oh. What's your attention find the evil other intended inclined to overlook? Footprints. I don't know. That guy is clearly looking at the footprints. I don't think people are overlooking it.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
I'm gonna say size 9. Because it's always size 9.
Watch it be a size. Did it say size 9?
I didn't find footprints that may have been left by murder. Perhaps I could find a pair of boots that would match them. Hasn't said size 9 yet.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Yeah, your brain went right to the bird. Good, because that's exactly what it meant.
Mr. Holmes?
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it.
Oh.
I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello.
What the fuck?
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Fuck. Why did you step 3 feet back? Why?
That guy was uncomfortably close.
No.
No, I don't love you.
Just no.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not
These
here
kids are
yesterday.
fucking tired.
Now,
That's
a
the
mysterious
inspector. That's
visitor came here
Lestrade.
last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Why are you making me interact with the same thing multiple times? Oh, wow.
What a terrible way to die.
Normal.
The sea cow.
You know Jeff has a fear of dolphins.
I did not.
In Narwhal.
Peter carries boots. They look to be a size 8.
It's not a size 9. Stretch ready.
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
If there's nothing interesting, why did you make that thing clickable when everything else wasn't? Why?
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was
I
taken
wouldn't say
from
that,
here.
Doomsday.
It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Blood.
There was clearly gin in that box.
Yes.
Grabbing the pole, he was clearly
Someone
alive at
drank
the time
from
of his
this
death.
glass recently.
I'm sorry, should I get my green screen away so you can have a seat right here so you can back seat some more?
It better be sangria, babe. I'm so sorry.
Someone drank from this glass recently. The initials PC have been crudely...
Lots of like feeling guts come out. Don't know about the 1800s. Well, 1800s had Jack the Ripper, so you know there's that.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Why? What's the actual point of this? This makes so sense. At least we've got a skip button. That will sound like from Age of Empires 2. Could be using something. What?
You almost got it.
I'm able to. Why? is this? Yes.
Yes. This is a coarse tobacco.
That was nothing like what I was given.
Sailors.
You even turned it that way.
Rum. A sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed. JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Why would you leave one whole ass notebook behind like that?
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Ah. Or not.
These abbreviations mean something, but what? Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that
What do you mean not caught by surprise? Just because the dude is clothed, he wasn't caught by surprise. He could have just been awake drinking. Jesus. What the fuck? Oh, it's this system. My deductions.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
What do you mean, yeah? I mean, to be fair, it was the 1990s. Initials PC had been crudely burnt into when sailors work. Or I could just, think I'll have a drink, yeah. Outline doesn't want to carry shoes that show that something has been removed. Aligned in a book, a box, or a small chest, perhaps. Appears to be size 8. In his age, he was a daring and successful sealing whale hunter. He commanded the Whale of the Sea Unicorn of Dundee. For many successful expeditions, in 1884 he retired and travelled some years. For the remaining 6 years of his life, he lived at Woodman's Lee. Sure.
Dundee.
That's a bit of a simplified map. I'm sorry, that's not the Netherlands. That's not the fucking Netherlands.
Germany.
Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
That's all he had to deduce from that. Yeah.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
He's caught by surprise when you see him impaled by a harpoon with his belt and his shirt off. Yeah, apparently. Everything is just wrong on that map.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
I'm sorry, but why are you telling me that I've got to need stuff? Inspect. Oh, inspect. Object of interest.
The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
Probably. Probably. Despite there being one missing there, and that being identical to those two. Probably. Fucking God. Why do
These boots don't match the footprints.
The murderer is a fucking size 9. Christ. As your friend said, no shit, Sherlock. In response, dig deeper, Watson. Ah. Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming deductions from a convention. Track down the guilty party. Ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated. Why?
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Organize an ambush.
You sure how I'm doing these days?
Dunno. Organize an ambush with Lestrade. The mysterious intruder might return to tonight to finish what he's planned. Why would he, though? Like, why would you think that he returned? Because, you know, shit's gone, shit's dead. No reason to come back.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find
The
a
only people
door
back in the
open.
game can go on water,
They
it's got
tried to
guns and can
force it
jump
with a
on speed.
knife
Nice
blade,
balance, not
but
here
they
for this
failed.
awful game.
What will they do?
Not surprised.
Why return tonight, when they will be better prepared?
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Okay. Now what do I do?
Mr. Holmes?
Well, look, so that's not Watson. That's Lestrade. Watson isn't here with us. Sherlock Holmes, world greatest detective, defeated by vegetables. It's illegal to walk on a dead man's plants. Apparently. Or between them. What the bollocks?
Mr. Holmes?
Don't want plant physics visible. You didn't even need plants physics. You just, walk through them. That would have been better than just big block can't go. The fuck were those noises? Why is there a cockerel crowing?
Mr. Holmes?
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
What am I supposed to do? I've done all... What? Hiding...
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Okay, so far the game's not janky, but it is nonsensical. Awesome. Lestrade, why are you holding your hand as if you have a gun in it, but you don't actually have a gun in it?
Shh. Did you hear that?
A policeman.
An inspector?
Plus,
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
What about that police officer right there?
Hold it right there.
Organised ambush. Can't walk through the bush.
Mr. Holmes, come and see what we've caught in our net.
What is that pose? What's that pose? Okay, so that was more explicable, but this one?
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes, where are you? Are you coming?
it looks like he needs to poo.
Where on earth are you, Mr. Holmes? This is bad timing if you're wanting a game of hide and seek.
Apparently, Lestrade has no peripheral vision because he can't see that I'm standing here by the fact that he keeps saying, "Where are you, Holmes?"
Mr. Holmes, come and see what we've caught in our net.
It's just going to repeat those lines, isn't it?
Mr. Holmes, where are you? Are you coming? All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? Then what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not... It's a terrible mistake.
I already know you've been
Enough.
here because I've got
We
your
can explain
notebook
all of
with
that to
your
the
fucking
judge.
initials on it.
You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
Right, and
In
welcome.
light of recent
Watson was that?
events,
That's not
it
Watson,
seems
that's
evident
Lestrade.
Your coming here was unnecessary. All the same,
Looks like
I'm
cancer
very
walks.
grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
It's Lestrade.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Sherlock, I don't think you need to tell Lestrade not to bend him over a desk and fuck him. I can see more stuff from this game that appears in the later games than I have any of the previous ones.
My darling, my love, my life.
What?
You need some more wine.
Yes. Why is our suspect limping? I don't know. Maybe he's got a, I don't know, burglary boner. Okay.
Mr. Holmes?
Why does every single policeman have the exact same voice line? And it's...
Mr. Holmes?
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning,
What
Constable.
happened
I would
there?
like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last
His
night.
model duplicated,
Ah, the
moved
young
an
man.
inch forward but
He's
didn't have his
waiting in the
helmet on.
interrogation room. You
What
can
the
go straight through.
fuck?
His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Oh my god, it's a policeman who doesn't have the same voice line. Also, why?
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Staff room. I'm not staff. My hands are. My hands can go through the door. The rest of me can't. Evidence room. Yeah, the evidence room's just unlocked. Yo.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Clothes.
From R. Dawson. To my friend and partner, 1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
How? Why? What?
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've examined his belongings, have I? Despite not having looked at the handkerchief or the knife. Right, yes, I've examined his belongings.
Mean something, but what?
One of which I've already looked at beforehand.
With the initials JHN. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Sure. I'm sorry, but a burner like that with a kettle in the evidence room just sounds like it's screaming for things to be incinerated. Morgue! Let's go get some dead bodies. Oh my god, it's actually letting me. Corpse. Well, yeah, when dealing with the dead, it's important to keep your spirits up. Why? Milk, no, milk, yes. How do you think they start the stove? Spite. And hopes and dreams.
Locked.
Oh, wait, no, they're police. There's no...
Locked.
It's no closed. Their police don't have any hopes or dreams. They're barely people.
Mr. Holmes?
It's cold here, is it just me? Hi. The lamp is on a pulley, so they can, you know, bring it down and put it in his face. What the fuck? Leave the body on, you don't need the meat. I always do. There's a lot. Shabby cap. It's a bit rude. Patch. Expensive fabric. Short sleeves. Elaborate buttons. Dick. Callus. Scars. Thin neck.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
John's getting ripped from the song bad to the bone, Jesus.
The sea knife was found near
Oh, yeah,
Carey's
Twitch is
body.
fucking up again.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an
That's
item
weird.
from a partner.
Knowing that usually Rides is the one that's got the worst twitch.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
What's guy? Jesus.
The
It's
ring
Twitch.
is mine.
Ah.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Amazon, you don't need 2 stream platforms, stick with one, keep it stable. I mean, to be fair, I'm actually glad that there's 2 separate ones, because, you know, it's kept nicely separate. It's just, you know, they... One of the richest companies in the world, and they don't bother to keep it upgraded.
No, Mr. Nelligan.
Money, exactly.
I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
All right, well, welcome, and thank you for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge.
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan.
Jesus.
Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else.
Thank you, Kelly, for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge.
With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm
That's
innocent.
it. The interrogation consisted of, is this your notebook? No. What's these things inside? Well, no. Is this your notebook? Yes. What's the stuff inside it? I can't tell you. Is this your ring? Yes. No, it's not. But yes, it is. But no, it's not. Done.
I've watched confessions like that. They're pretty well.
Breaking attempts were made in order to grab the notebook and blindly pulled, but this proves the guilty of the person who made these attempts. Yeah, but why? The same energy as this your wallet from SpongeBob. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man can use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing your body. I'm going to say no.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
I pronounce him Inuilty. Prepare for harpoon throwing experiment. What? Watson will be glad to help with the preparations for a harpoon throwing attempt. That's a big reach, Sherlock. That's a big reach.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Kill Watson.
Oh, but he's so impalable.
Impale him in other ways.
Never.
Don't you mean always?
No. Oh, Rip Watson. It's fine. Watson is protected by the power of that goddamn moustache.
Brave Toby.
Oh.
The best nose in the
Love
British
you.
Empire.
Smash or pass. For the same reason that he's impenetrable and can't be killed. That moustache. Smash. Smash until his teeth fall out. I'm going to use something by the word it's... I don't know. This is
Spot of
Sherlock.
whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No. But we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black
Are you
People's
serious? No.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson.
You know what's
Why
bothering
was
me,
it on the
Watson?
floor?
The fact that you've got grey as fuck eyebrows, but not hair or moustache.
It is possible. But if that is the
Also,
case,
these camera
then it
angles.
alters many things.
Yeah, what are they
I
doing with the
don't
camera?
quite follow you.
What is his
Tell
new
me, my
voice?
friend,
Put it back, I
what
know,
is the
right?
animal
I prefer
closest
the
to
old
man?
Watson.
Morphologically, I mean.
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher
Okay,
friend in
sure.
Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
We have a harpoon up there, don't we? Hasn't there always been a harpoon above Watson's room? It's just not there anymore. Whatever was above Watson's room is now no longer there. It's still there, at least. Oh, it's these things. Never existed. Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan missing. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a original banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and is accordingly being assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain. Its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. The liquidation of the company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht, preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted by both the police and its creditors.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what
Camera,
connects him
what
with
the
murder.
fuck?
It is time to ask him.
Thanks.
This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Only if needed.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire. I need to take a harpoon with me.
I'm sorry, you're actually making me go back to the crime scene, pick up a harpoon, and then go to the butcher. Oh, good God, it's an adventure game. I also took the body away.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Left the stove on as well. It's fine. And the lamp. It's fine. It's not going to burn the place down at all. No. That is not what I asked you to do, Sherlock.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's
Where
carcass
did you
with a
pull
heavy
that from?
harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test. Holmes, I can't believe it. Did you just miss? The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through. Holmes, you should try to aim better. and throw as hard as you can.
Oh, I don't like this. Oh, it went slightly through. Oh, but that was apparently incorrect.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes.
I'm sorry, but he just said training,
Right.
extraordinary
But before we
strength,
go
or
on,
diabolical
I
luck
suppose I'll have to
after
pay
having
for
done
all
it
these
himself
carcasses
with
you've
no
happened to
training.
Very
What?
well, but please hurry.
The dick.
Of course.
Free boy, you throw it. Oh, this isn't Baldur's Gate 3. I don't need to grab camp supplies. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Let's just leave now for where? Or running charge. Yeah, but there wasn't really enough room to do that. I suppose maybe here? Hydration from my DJ. I won't take that from wine. I'll just take it from water. Okay. I was trying to see if there's a way to one-handed run this, but there isn't.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Drink of the day. Red wine. Because I kind of need it.
And when you're done with it, I'll refill you.
Will do.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh, didn't get the morgue. Well, the wine, not brine. Yes, I'm enjoying a nice glass of brine. What the hell, Ride? Up the nose. It's new salt
I have
water.
heard the story of
You salted
Dawson
something.
and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Your
Thank
brain
you for the
melted a
story,
while
Mr.
ago.
Nelligan.
Same.
At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
So, the voice acting in this is, on the whole, better than previous games. However, there's no emotion. They are reading from a script and it sounds so dry. I don't know. Ships looks 18 anything might piss on the game, but I'm guessing Baker Street? Baker Street. Interrogation fucks my brain. It's not even an interrogation anymore, it's just... I don't know. I do appreciate the direction the game is going in. Because it's now we start seeing a lot of the elements that came up in Chapter 1 and actually made Chapter 1 good. Capius! Come here, buddy. That's a Dresden thing, Cape. You don't do the headbutts. Your brother does. Why must I still go cry endlessly? I scream. Because...
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Watson, why are you mildly jacking your tea off? Okay, screen time. Hey, Biz. Come here, buddy. Oh, you bitch. Come here.
Look at your baby face.
Not a single thought in it. Why is the back of your head wet, Capius? They caught you so off guard you turned your phone screen off by accident. Which bit? The jacking off the tea or Capius? Oh god, oh god. Hi, bye. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Cape.
Brave.
Mild
Toby.
jacking off the tea.
The best nose in the British Empire.
2 brain cells in that head, they are fighting for 3rd place.
My
that's it.
archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
I thought that's where I needed
This
to be.
is where I keep my archive.
Okay, so I need to see the ship's log, but I don't have the ship's log apparently. Watson, do you have it? In your room? Filthy perv. It's not what I was going for, game, but sure, it still offers me a better side of that. Watson, why do you have your pillow under your sheet, you weirdo?
That's trauma.
Oh, hey, would you look at that? Look! Better fire effects than the fucking Callisto Protocol. From a game almost 10 years before it came out. Callisto Protocol is a piece of shit game.
Feelings. Big ones.
Callisto Protocol belongs on the Masochism streams. I'm trying to get it done and out of the way sooner. That's why it's not on Masochism. That's why we're doing Balan Wonderworld afterwards. Props to them actually getting the sound of Big Ben. Just... Oh? Apparently it's 1 o'clock. Because the protocol wasn't that bad, I couldn't finish that before the position. There is so little good about Callisto Protocol, so little. Scotland Yard? I've got no idea where to go. Maybe. Oh wait, no, go back to here because the ship's log was in the cabin.
Yeah. It's by the...
Yeah. 1 bong, no more, no less. But the thing is, like, that array of bells before the 1 dong. What the fuck is going on with the camera? Is Holmes having a bad trip?
Yes.
Was there something in that tea?
Yes.
But yeah, the difference between, you know, all those series of bell rings and then the actual dong, that was too hot. That was too long. The delay was too long. Now controls, I control these plays fine. It does not. It really does not. Like, I would say that Callisto Protocol is better than Control in one way. It looks better. Ergo, it's better than Control, because Control looks, plays, and is shit. Callisto just plays and is shit. It looks good. It looks good-ish. As well as drug user. Yeah, but opium doesn't make you trip balls. Not to that extent.
Hope to be defeated by Lencia.
Fuck was that the great tea? Home, that wasn't tea.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Peter Carey, masturbator. Charles Anson, first masturbator. Henry Joy, second masturbator. James Lancaster, Helms masturbator. Patrick Cares, long masturbator. Pablo Contraro, masturbator. Oh my good god, Ned Land. Why? What?
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Brain absolutely the fuck not. What did Brain do, right? The Grizzly Strong depends on when it was grown.
Log notes for June. Nothing unusual.
1 year ago, there were a lot of whales.
They killed them all.
Light breeze for the day. Saw whale tail alongside at southeast. Just as night, 2 more ships in sight. Moderate wind from the east. Saw no whales today. Light and variable wind through the day. Saw other whaling ship far away to the north. 1 year ago, there were a lot of whale.
Log notes for July.
There's be paper for the bad things Brain just did. What did Brain do, Ride? You got on some tenterhooks. Saw 2 whales. Strong wind, strong breeze. York got 6. Saw whale tail. In company with Alison and Joy. No whales today.
Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Canadian Pacific Railway.
Canadian Pacific Railway. CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man.
Sherlock, you don't have speak with dead. You don't have it memorized.
The sailors involved.
And you don't have the spell slots either, because I sure fucking don't. Sherlock, you stop boofing the opium and it makes you jitter. I don't know what it is, but something about the phrase boofing the opium. Oh my god. I'm guessing I need to go back to Wiggins. You should be somewhere at Baker Street. Okay. Am I going to Baker Street or am I going to 221B Baker Street? Oh my good god, the opium jitters again. Considering what boofing is, would have to keep in mind, it really would.
Something new, Watson. I have the list
Oh,
of
look, Watson's in
sailors
prime
who were
boofing
aboard the
position.
Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean...
He
young
said
Wiggins,
Yes.
specialist. The text said
Believe me, you'll
specialist.
receive more
Watson
useful
said who
assistance
would
from
they
these little
be?
urchins than from a dozen yard detectives.
Watson, you sold me
Those
95
children are
grams opium,
everywhere.
not 96.
They see and hear everything, and they are cunning.
Watson,
All
drop
they
a
lack is
boofing time.
organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
So do I go to the window? Watson, why are you sat down again? Well, I don't know.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
What is that model?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Oh my
Wiggins,
god!
I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list.
That no, it's a
read,
harmonica.
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating.
That is
Here
not
is a
a
list of
child's
sailors.
face.
It's not a joke.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look with the rum and the
Watson,
red
we're dropping like
lights are.
Moriarty. Except it was Sherlock that dropped.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr.
Yeah, with
Holmes, but
fire.
the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Thank you.
You know you're not supposed to be on the table, sir.
That's a teen. It still does not. That's not how it's supposed to look. I really ain't.
Okay.
He doesn't do anything.
You are not supposed to be on the table, sir.
It's been a while since I saw the Sherlock TV show. There are so many versions of Sherlock. And fans dispute which one's the best. Lestrade might... Well, we know it can't be a true Sherlock thing because he's relying on Lestrade. That was a teen, I'm Queen of Bloody England. Are you... Hey, right, are you... There's no save option.
You may only go forward.
There's no save and load option. There are two options. Either it's a checkpoint save system, or two, they expect you to beat it in one sitting.
Hey,
Hey, PS.
come here. Come here. I just ruled you too much. I'm sorry.
I'll please do it myself. Boof Sopian. You don't know what boof means.
Not a crazy.
You'd be a better ruler. The king or queen doesn't actually rule England anymore. Technically they do, but technically no, they don't. That's weird. By the letter of the law, yes. By the spirit of the law, no. Because, you know, that's what Parliament's for. And also, Rigel says, and I just thought, you know, Queen of Boofing England.
Sorry I ever doubted you when you said he was.
Told you.
His back end is gone.
But that's what the law, that's what's kind of going on to go like, England is not fucking Call of Duty warfare, Modern Warfare Warzone. It may feel like it at times, but it's not. Why am I getting in? Why am I getting cutscene?
I'm glad to see you.
All right.
As always, what happened?
Right, it's going to be a hell of a
We have
watch.
a new suspect.
Why do we have to do
Liam
shit?
Hurtley.
Because the Queen didn't have to do shit, and the King doesn't have to do
Very
shit.
quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have
A
him
suspicious individual.
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
here? Let us hope so.
Oh yes, and
You're
one more
painting nothing,
thing.
so I'm gonna
The
fuck up
constable
pretty
told me
much.
that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you
Pizza
have
for
it?
all.
Of course. It's in the evidence room.
God damn it,
At
Ride.
your disposal.
Now I want pizza.
Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
All I can think of is Elizabeth throwing now it's like DM from JoJo's Bar Adventure. Never lasted that long in JoJo's. It really just did not meet with me. Does not gel with me.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Oh god, no, I'm gonna have to. Stream title is Boofing Mr. Holmes. There you go. We come on in Sherlock's hair yet. I mean, it looks like the Robert Downey Jr. version of Sherlock.
But the face doesn't, and that's the problem.
Yeah. It's an idea. It's like Sherlock fucking disappears if I look at them in the right way. Bonk. Scum. I suppose that's preferable over the, you know, the alternate of, you know, seeing inside his skull. I thought it was Queen of England, but it was idea the only line I know from Ginger. Same. I do not. Lestrade, why are you staring at Queen Victoria? You're thinking about Arsene Lupin snogging her, aren't you?
You're all thinking that.
Yep.
You're all thinking that.
Shapes of noses. Lestrade, why? Lestrade, have I found your fetish? Are you a nosist? Banished for boof crimes. That's a boof crime. Those noses are boofable noses. I'd boof it. Part 3 kind of lost me after being 40 episodes, just pure we kick the shit out of things. We got like 5 episodes in, if that. 4? Like, not really. JoJo's far out of my wheelhouse of weird animes. I don't. My dude. What the fuck happened to your face?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
I tend not to watch weird animes. I don't watch many animes.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder
I know,
case.
right?
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley.
Brain,
That I
why?
can tell you, but you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
The song Jingle Bells, but instead of jingle, boofing. There you go, you're welcome. Killer Kills with me, I've never seen it. Ear. Eye. Boof up the nose. What the fuck is that face?
He's gazing longingly up at Sherlock.
I've got to admit, very good attention to detail in the model. That is a very surprisingly good amount of attention to detail. Like, they've even got like the veins in the eyes. Trying to shine out what happens is wild. I mean, it makes a change, right? You're usually playing Monster Hunter at this point. No brain, not Monster Boofer. I mean, yes, Monster Boofer, but still. Boofer has a no cop. Handkerchief for the crested tit. Plant remains. Gardener's hands. Oh, look.
That's all for now.
I'm sorry, but he didn't actually even interrogate him, just looked at him. It was like, oh yeah, you're the gardener. Bye. And on that note, I have to feed the cats. So, a boofing we shall go. Alright. Have a look at this and note that I can't actually mute anything, because if I'm afraid to alt-tab out of Sherlock games after what's happened, so microphone stays on. The microphone stays on during boofing. I'm dressing like a butt pirate. Oh my.
That's second phone and vibrate.
Help. He's to come in nothing but a pair of arseless chaps.
All chaps are assless.
There you go.
I'm coming in. You're not switching that. You're welcome to.
Return.
Someone tells me to tell you that all in caps. So.
My statement stands. Alright, I'll return. Since it was to watch the house that Jack built, give the right half back on the one. The kill not to watch this man, the MC is underage unless there's more power. Oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. Give me 2 seconds though. Because I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change the title. Because now, from now on, the stream title for these ones is going to be, it's no longer Sherlock Breaks Everything, it is now Calling Booflock Holmes. What have you done has made God very angry. Why should I care about something that doesn't exist? It's like, you know, I'm not worried about pissing off God in the same way I'm not worried about pissing off a competent cop. You know I'm right. A stranger is arrested by a police suspicious individual. He's a former soldier, left the military. Wounded in the neck by shrapnel. Yeah, so quite. Oh, I've got to go to the evidence room.
These are the suspect's belongings. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen.
Case wants to come out.
Nothing unusual about it.
Eek.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
Size 9.5, but still, size 9. Let me guess. Meanwhile, I don't necessarily disagree on some cops. Most. It is most. If it was only some cops are incompetent, then it wouldn't be an issue. Do they fit?
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Who would have ever guessed?
It hurts me back to just turns out it's Gary Gardner. Well, get rid of the dialogue so I can see it. Requires a much greater strength than that of an average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through the walls. Great skilled or something like that. I mean, let's say too many cooperation might achieve the same result. Sure. Also, that small town with only experience with police and them getting slides at the local pub and occasional headlight going out. Full. I think Gapius wants to come out. Wait, so what am I supposed to do now? Oh, I've got to go back to Scotland now and interrogate him and say, I knew you were there. At least he's smoking.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Getting a good boofing before he was Scotland Yard.
I've never been there.
Yeah, boots match.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
They've at least, they've at least got people who actually are localized as the voice actors, because that is not an accent he's putting on. That is an actual proper person from that region. So, props to Frogwares.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Killing someone.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has
Oh,
been
I
proven,
can't skip dialogue.
would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Gardener. That actually
Because
worked.
you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How
It's
did
never the garden.
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
Sharks and tits.
all right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
Repentance worst nightmare on skip or cutscene. Yeah.
That's all for now.
Monster Hunter World's biggest problem: unskippable cutscenes that you have to go through before co-oping is enabled. You just can't fail on this, it would be annoying. It is a little bit. This is Godfall, and the little post game is a mess. So I remember they actually released Godfall as a free game, but it was only the end game. Nothing, none of the build-up, none of the story before it. It was just, hey, look here, have Godfall free, but it's only the end game. Why? Why would you even do that?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
What am I supposed to do now?
Mr. Holmes?
Okay. What am I supposed to do now? I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do. This game is really disjointed. Story itself is solid. It's more like a Transformers movie than anything. Would not call Transformers movie having a solid story. It's just explosions. Also, Jenny Fair won't make the game free, but remove the only good part. I mean, Destiny 2. Hey, look, it's free to play. Oh, look, we gutted all the story out of it. You need to pay to do anything, so it's not actually a free game.
A new suspect.
Oh, wait, no. I remember I need to do the chemical thing
this
on
case
the...
is more interesting than I first imagined.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing...
Your damage
fresh
Transformers had decent enough
For
story.
this purpose, the chemicals from the
Yeah,
flask
before Michael
should
Bay
be
got his hands
combined
on
in
it.
a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
What?
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
What? The fight between Optimus and Megatron is basically sort of Godfall match robots and more creatures. Awesome, I have no reason to ever play Godfall. So... Blue... Wait, no, it's... Blue? Colorless? Green? Orange? Chemistry? Yeah, because I fucking failed at school as well. Colorless. The first PS5 game was decent for $13. After, heavy discounts. Still. I'm guessing that I've failed.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
What the fuck is going on with that effect? So it basically needs to be blue, then 2 things. Then orange, then colours. That's impossible! That is actually legitimately impossible. To use all of these, and if it has to be blue, then something, then something, then orange, when there's not even two somethings in the middle. What the fuck? Orange has to be followed by... That makes no sense.
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Unless it's supposed to be... blue, blue, green, orange, orange, colorless, colorless. Sure. You'll learn chemistry I'll teach you quick for a better job in school so I get a replacement. My chemistry teacher taught my stepbrother. Or half-brother.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Fuck it. These are shit. These puzzles are nonsensical and shit. Did you ask and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider. Ion, a swear, and remember our vows. I've done nothing dishonorable from which you, me. Someone had a strong while writing that. I guess go back to Scotland Yard.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
I found out with my chemistry exam paper that I was 1 mark below getting a C. So my teacher said, hey, ask them to send it back to get remarked. You might get to a C. I asked them to get remarked. I said, nah, you're still a D. Like, thanks.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
All right, thank you very much for the contribution to this speed stream challenge.
What are you talking about?
Let's letter.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Awesome. I'm going to go there. And then I want to check something. Whilst that's happening, it's fine. So Sherlock is voiced by Kerry Shale in this one. Known for... Oh, if anyone's ever seen The Sandman, he's Nimrod. He's also in RoboCop as voice. Oh my god, he's in Atomic Heart. That's where I know him from. He's Harrow in Evil West. He's... Oh, wow. He's the insufferable prick in Evil West. I wondered why I wanted to shove a boomstick up his ass and pull the trigger. Now I know why. Alright, let's show his entire thing. Is this the only Sherlock game that he's done? No, he was also Sherlock in the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. But that's it. So for this one and the one previous to it, it's been him. Your favourite role? Voice. Right, so where were the... I'm guessing in that little hut over there. That looks like a shed.
Locked. Locked. Locked.
Madame, would you happen to have the key?
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there.
Closed.
It should be somewhere
Everything
in
is
his cabin.
closed. Lot just hit the same. Yeah, it's closed. It has to be closed.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything
But
to you?
there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that will reach the level of what the fuck and surprise as pickles.
Go.
Madam,
Pickles.
we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Been very cooperative.
Thank you, madam.
I look forward to boofing you later. Pickles broke it. It did. The way he pronounced it, just, oh my god. Peter Weller, I fucking love
Let's
you.
see what could be hidden here.
That door opened, then closed in the cutscene. And it closed into the camera. Wow. Boof the kind woman. I will boof who I please. Shed floor. Wooden planks. Ill-fitting plank. The fuck is that suspense note?
Let us see what is in this box.
That is not the locking mechanism that was on the outside. What is that control method? What the bollocks is this? Really? I solved a puzzle. I actually solved a puzzle. I always said I puzzled to solve.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Jacques Hughes, boofing. Thank you, Ryan, for getting the quote. Liam, my dear, you've been so good to me all the time I've known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose they are sinful, and no good can come from them. I'm sorry, but that just gives me, it gives me vibes of the joke I heard, like, I'm wanting to toilet train my son. Do you have any books on that? Well, yes, we've got the very popular Everybody Poops. Well, we've got the alternative, less popular, Nobody Poops But You. Okay, but see, my family's Catholic. Oh, then you're a naughty child and that's concentrated evil coming out the back of you. Perfect. I fear what may happen. I fear going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I have been bound by God. It is his divine will, and thus my husband is the cross I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry for me. I mean, for the time period, accurate. In which case, oh my good God. Sherlock, surely getting all this evidence would be best done first and then interrogating him, not interrogating him further after every single little discovery. The pacing in this game. It was Phoenix, but I don't like talking about Family Guy because they're a piece of shit company, and Seth MacFarlane can go fucking die and choke on a pine cone.
I'm not saying another word.
Alright, so...
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Okay, now I don't know what to do. What? Oh, I've got to go. I've got to interrogate. I've got to face up with the woman. It's like, hey, look, you did things. Back again. I almost said welcome back. That's how boofed my brain is. Because I just took that message out of context and I thought, oh yeah, you'd be right back. But wait, no, you didn't.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, look, that's potential evidence.
What he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Oh my God, the first bit of emotion has actually been felt from a voice actor.
Managed to find any sailors?
I'm sorry, but the line, I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors, just makes me think he's gone down to the docks and just gone, you know, gang-banged. Wow, hang on. She's crying. So clearly I need to...
Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please.
So far, she is the only character who's actually emoted. I mean, I can understand why Sherlock doesn't emote. I can fully understand that. Everyone else, though? Sherlock, why are you suddenly reading Crimes and Punishment? Why?
I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Why did you just repeat that message? Why?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
That's right, yeah. Well, I thought, oh no, Wiggins. I need to send a thing. Raspberry drink dark chocolate, vitamin water, tastes like actual raspberry chocolate chocolate bar. Ugh, gross. Glad they got the flavour on point, but still, ugh. You go, Cup and Bird pass out, no problem at all. Phoenix, thanks for coming as long as you did, and see you later. Sleep well. To the Baker Streets. The Street of Bakers. Where Charlotte gets baked. What is going on with the rear view? The streets were just going like that. That's not how perspective works.
Mr. Holmes,
no.
We found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Yes. Hugh Patton, sailor. James Lancaster, helmsman. Patrick Cairns, harpooner. Rolf Talbot, sailor. John York, cook. Pablo Contraro, harpooner. He died a week ago.
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
And he's a
Wiggins,
harpooner.
Could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name
No,
is
brain, not
Patrick
harboofer.
Everything is boofing here.
Yep.
We
Sometime
found
later.
Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
Weapons against the identity presence can't see, but it still must be proven.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
So if you see the method that can be Charlotte Devil's daughter, I finished it. I platinumed it. Him hurt little Judith Carey so desperately that Jesse could approach by the murder. Him hurt's relationship with Judith Carey gave him motive for killing Peter Carey. True. There is the motive. The blame this way, fell in love, didn't go affection, but half some words. What do you think of it? It was alright. It was the first... No, it was the second Sherlock Holmes game I played. Mentioned you a motive can pay. A person was leaders on the plan of so it's maybe data. So you can't now. Does it give him a motive? It does actually give him a motive, but the actual also thing is... I don't know. Being built. Right. Let's go to my wardrobe and dress as a sailor.
Not dressed as a sailor. Talk to you.
Exactly.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Whether Dostoevsky to be in this considering the title against crimes and punishment. I mean, it kind of is already. Like, the book has been referenced and been shown to be being read twice. Like, at the beginning, Watson was reading it, and Sherlock was reading it in one of the cutscenes. As in one of the loading screens. Well, let's go and get boofed by sailors. See that? That's crimes and punishment. That was the quickest loading screen ever. Why? If this gets me copyright claimed on YouTube, I'm going to laugh.
I can't hear it. What is it?
I don't know. It's someone playing a harmonica. I already know this is getting copyright claimed. I already know that. Right at the very beginning, it's like Nutcracker, I think. Harmonica.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling and arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Do I have to do this as a mini game? Yes. What put against facial expression to understand his moves? Push, pull, restrain, push, restrain, or idle. Pay counter strategy. Pay attention to your stamina. What the fuck? Discombobulate.
Gaze lovingly in his eyes. Cross and kiss him. Just on the nose.
Yes. The
You were
puzzles in
lucky.
this are
I
awful.
wasn't focused. Let's go again.
What's the weather? Sure. The only boss fight. Cold earring. Cheap clothes. Strong hands. Yellow nails. So that's...
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Why did he just use dialogue as if I'd lost?
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink.
That is not how you drink.
You're a good type. Seems you've
That is
managed
not
to
how you
settle
drink
down in
at
life.
all.
You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
Those
I'm a
sounds, yeah.
harpooner. But you see, the whalers
And you
are
know,
rare.
like, when you
They
drink,
don't pay
putting it
much.
to your top lip
So
and
as a
that's it,
result,
not at the
I find
bottom.
myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
And grabbing the cup and drinking isn't how you drink the drink. You think, nope.
Black
Who's your
Peter,
sex?
you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a
Blown
sailor.
north. I wouldn't mind being
Crew
blown
must have
north.
thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in a dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
What? Game, why are you giving me these dialogue options when it's the only option where you could just extend the dialogue to include all the information we know? Why? Why are you prompting me for this?
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye, even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
Which way is north again? That way.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
What on earth is going on in the Discord? Hang on a sec.
Here it is. Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod.
Captain Ahab!
He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Fucking hell.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Proves he was there, but not necessarily that he was the culprit. A man came back to life for his work. Yep. Baker Street, I guess. His harpoon currently facing unemployment and poverty can be a certain tendency, which probably helps Stephen probably by sayers who he arrests for money. Like many of his kinds, he have a smoker indicated by his yellowed fingernails. What am I supposed to do now? What the fuck?
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
Solve the mystery. Yeah, apparently I need to solve the mystery on just that. Scotland Yard. It's automatically changed me out of the sailor's clothes. Automatic. What the fuck?
Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
Oh. Can you pursue a railway?
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Hey, it still doesn't show everything though. Why are you telling me there's still stuff? Oh, yeah. I don't think Elegance, you know. I was like a conflict between his action that goes up for such outside actions. So either I'm missing something, or that's the conclusion at the moment. I've solved the mystery?
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
There are two culprits, Inspector, Nelligan and Hurtley.
What? Well, I would never have guessed, Mr. Holmes. They are a rotten pair, though.
It was a combination of two
That subtitle said tough,
culminating
not
in
though.
one crime.
What were their motives?
The first was revenge. Black Peter possessed the bond certificates that had belonged to Nelligan's father, and young Nelligan wished to retrieve them.
And the second?
The second was a crime of passion. Liam Hurtley was in love with Black Peter's wife, and this caused a conflict between him and Carrie.
Well. Makes sense, Mr. Holmes.
I suggest that you organize a small confrontation between the two, just to confirm my accusations.
That's a good idea, Mr. Holmes. I'll talk to these fellows. Join me in the interrogation room. Gentlemen, we know everything about your association to kill Black Peter. Admit that you planned it together.
Our
Probably missed it.
association? I don't even know this man.
You needed to kill Peter Carey. There had to be two of you there.
Ridiculous. I'm innocent.
All that remains is to determine the level of guilt. Which one of you is the initiator in this case?
But I just told you I've never seen this man before.
I've probably picked wrong.
It's him. He's the culprit. He was forcing me. He threatened me. He's the mastermind behind it all.
Shut up. You're a lunatic.
Well, it all seems very clear, don't you think, Mr. Holmes?
Both are guilty, of course, but I believe that Hurtley was the initiator of the crime.
It's ridiculous. Why would I need the help of this weakling?
You wanted to be rid of the man who was terrorizing his wife, and who prevented the two of you from being together. Young Nelligan was just following his lead.
You are wrong. I have nothing whatsoever to do with this.
I've
We'll
picked wrong.
explain that to the judge.
Whoops.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Whoops. Liam Hurtley and John Nelligan planned together to murder Peter Carey. The former motive was that he might stay with Judith Carey. The latter was going to assess which bond. Sure to mention Hurtley is the initiator of both face justice. My conclusion was fucked. Yeah, I made the wrong choice. Practically admitting his guilt, Nelligan's crossfire. Yeah, there was only one murderer. I came to the wrong conclusion. Whoops. Can I replay ending? Can I? Yes. I want to go for the right one, damn it. So yeah, it was the harpooner that killed him. Oh god, hi. Right, okay, so his presence was, you know, that. Gaines confirmed the pouch belongs to him, means to have seen the murder, and thus proves guilt. Here's the one. Cairns is guilty. Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Cairns. Cairns is a professional harpooner. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. So I've got to condemn or absolve. Cold-blooded murderer has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey must be punished, or he killed Peter Carey, but the murder was not premeditated, and then self-defense against an armed and irrational drunken sailor. There was a fuckload of gin around the place, so yeah. And he wasn't taken by surprise, so yeah, absolve. He acted in self-defense. Save nice way the man. He's the guilty one. Actually, as the game says, he is the guilty one. The next day. Ooh.
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter. who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't you?
Yes,
How?
the tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
The sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
Sometime later.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug,
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventrao. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Ooh, tea and
Orange
cake.
cake?
Good.
You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Of course.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for
work,
me
Sherlock.
here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
The animation there, what the fuck? Hey, got it correct. Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Cairns, a professional harpooner, the only one capable of executing such an accurate throw. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin, but the murder was in self-defense against an armed and furious drunken sailor. You have decided to absolve Patrick Cairns. Woo. Except division. You're about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press the save files! Press no if you'd like to select another choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice and select to me ready to start a new chapter. Oh, okay, sure, fine. Jesus Christ. You're right, you personally really sympathise in case it's please solve the same case way. People made the same moral choice. Apparently I did the right thing then. Yoko Taro, is that you? Oh no, my save files. No, Yoko Taro, not my save files. Riddle on the rails.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that
Why
you give
are you
yourself
wearing
a
the deer
complete
stalker?
change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Bees! Not the bees! Don't get Booflock home. Oh no.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I
believe the company
documented our
beats
encounter in a
no.
short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently
What the
threaten
fuck
both
is
our
that
country
voice?
and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is
He has a
about
brother, he
politics
does.
with you, Mycroft.
Yeah.
I'm not
Mycroft
interested.
Holmes is the
Have some of
canonical
your
brother of
agents,
Sherlock.
Your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Fuck. I have the harpoon as a souvenir. Chronicle. Hey. My presence meant taking time to game until your brain falls asleep to sleep. Isn't that just your everyday cue? Why the deer stalker though? Why the deer stalker? Although I do think with what the time is and what we've accomplished, I think that's a good time to stop. Process the last save point. Well, it doesn't let me manually save, so I can't do much about that. Thanks, game. You read this as moisture toning. Ew. Lovely. Wetter tone. You're all banned. You're all fucking banned. But that is where I'm going to be ending things tonight. Thank you all very much for coming on, for your support. So greatly appreciated, and what way we trying to show it. That was wow. I forgot that command happened. Thank you, Tora. Or did you just make that? Lovely. Next stream for me is going to be most likely Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. EST, which is 4:30 p.m. GMT. It's been here a while. Fair. Well, I'll be doing the one-off game stream, which, to be fair, let's have a look at the Discord poll just quickly. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be the true retro stealth game. If you want to change it to either, to the new Soul-like or the true retro shooter, go throw votes. Go with Discord, throw stuff, do things. Be thingy boos. Until then, thank you all very much for coming along, for your support, and have yourselves a good rest of your day, a good evening, a good night, a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good weekend as well. Well, the time is for you. Until then, though, stay safe, stay amazing, and see you later. Bye. Boofing.